How's it going, everybody? My name's Ryan. Welcome to Crosswatcher. I have a tarot read here for you today. This is going to be a general collective reading. We're just going to see how your energy's doing and to see if you're dealing with any other energies and what the storyline is. We have stock card affirmations. We're just going to get right into it. Let's go. All right, we got the Legacy card coming out. Somebody, this is going to be your past. These first three cards, we're going to line them up. We're going to line them up like a T, 3 across, and then a 4 in total descending down towards me into the shadow. So Legacy is representing the past, where you're coming from. Now, present, not what you think. Okay, so somebody's dealing with a situation that is not what it seems like on the surface in the present moment. But you have this sort of legacy, this from the past. There's something that you were attached to, some energy you were attached to, an endeavor that you were pursuing in your past, and it seems like it's in the balance, but things are not what you think in the present moment. Check moon rising. Okay, all right, so somebody doing some discovery, somebody checking into somebody. So what that card is supposed to mean is check your moon or rising, moon and rising. Okay, so somebody dealing with some astrological anomalies, perhaps in someone else in the future, some research into the specifics of a certain energy are going to bring you a lot of clarity. Now, this could be a family member. This could be somebody you're dealing with, somebody from the past. That Legacy card coming out, signifying that you had some sort of attachment to possibly somebody, perhaps in a relationship, where things did not go the way that they seemed. For some of y'all, things aren't what they seem, kind of like it's too good to be true. There's some problems that are arising in the future. It's going to, perhaps after checking out this video, is going to inspire you to check the moon and rising sign of either them or you, or whatever's going on, whatever, perhaps even checking the moon for where it is in your given time, or astrological anomalies. There's a lot of astrological anomalies coming up in 2024 that are just going to spook you. Things are going to spook you, and if you're not vigilant and aware of what's going on, you might not be able to properly navigate it. I'm assuming since you're watching this tarot video, you're probably searching around for tarot videos. You are more curious than not about astrological anomalies that are going on in your present moment or even in the future. Okay, so getting down into how you feel about it, perhaps your ego approach, ego not being a bad thing. This card is going to signify what your feelings for the present moment, and your approach to things, or the relationship between you and this other energy. And better off not knowing comes out. So not what you think, and then right under it in the present moment is better off not knowing. Okay, so something intense is going on. You think you're better off not knowing. And now we're going to pull your actions card. Your actions. It's on the way. So the actions for the subject is it's on the way. Something you've been anticipating, or good news. And in some cases, it's bad news. Something's on its way. It's being delivered energetically through the universe, through signs, in the physical form. And down in the shadow, things seen in a past life. Things seen in a past life. Okay, so you could be getting intuitive signs. Every day, you walk around, you talk to people, you engage, you see somebody walking down the street. Doesn't matter what it is you experience in your life. The universe is always, and your higher consciousness is always trying to show you what your storyline is in this life and in past lives. And if you are if you are vigilant enough, if you do enough research and you open yourself up enough, do enough shadow work, you can expose things in your present time, along your path, here in this life, that expose truths to past lives. And sometimes it's other people's past lives. A lot of people talk about Akashic record, but there's many ways that you can actually find yourself into discovering what's in the Akashic record without actually having to do any special meditations or look through any spiritual doors or whatever. Your storyline is being displayed for you to see. Your pathway is being displayed for you to see at any given time, as long as you're open to it. 5:45 on the clock. Here we go from the Rider-Waite deck. We are going to pull your energy and what's involved right underneath the legacy, coming from the past, where you're coming from card. We're going to let Spirit pull some poppers, and I'm going to pull all these real quick, and let's see if I can get a storyline. Okay, we got one. All right, there's a third. Okay, here we go. Ooh, yeah. 1 second. Got to pull another one. 1 second. Let me shuffle this real quick. Hope y'all doing well. Okay, so out there in the world, you might be seeing twos. You might be seeing 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, like 4 twos in a row. You might be receiving things in doubles that surprise you. Like, for example, you might have received maybe a bit of money. Maybe you received a $2 bill, and maybe to you, or whatever this energy is. It was a surprise, kinda, like you weren't expecting it. And then it was a surprise the next day, or maybe a couple days afterwards, receiving a similar or identical prize or energy, receiving some sort of energy. This energy could have been an interaction with somebody on the street. You could have been, or anywhere in your life, you could have been talking to somebody. And then later on, somebody brought up the same exact subject, and you're like, oh my gosh, what a coincidence. Well, nothing's a coincidence. Your life path is being displayed to you at all times. And that seems to be the subject of this read. Okay, so this is what we got. Okay, so we got the 4 of Pentacles coming out right under legacy and to the side of the better off not knowing. So somebody in all this has been resistant to truths that are coming out in their physical life. This is a Pentacles card. It represents being closed off. It represents not admitting the truth, or not putting action into growth. And so you have a legacy, and you feel like you've been better off not knowing because of probably some sort of trauma that has come up, or some kind of interaction with somebody that has basically closed you off. You feel like you are better off not knowing. But the High Priestess coming out right underneath that, okay? Almost sort of like clarifying that card a little bit, that there is a spiritual growth to be had to attain a sense of purity. Now, what that purity is in your mind is completely up to your story, okay? But we've got the 4 of Pentacles, and then we've got the High Priestess, almost like completely opposite. We have Aries energy, we've got Pisces energy, and then getting down into the actions closer to the shadow, we have this dude with two of Wands, just sort of standing there being like, okay, well, I'm going in one direction. All right, I see the goal that I have, or the aspirations I have. It's on the way. Now he's standing there waiting for results, being that he's given up one energy to move towards another energy, whatever that energy might be in your storyline. And there's sort of like with this 4 of Pentacles and this High Priestess, there's sort of like a minding your own business going on here, or like a manifestation with no action, if that makes sense to you. But you might not realize, not what you think, you might not realize that whatever energy you're holding on to is sending out vibrations to the universe. 1 second, gotta put that person, I'll have to call that person back. filming a video here. And then down in the shadows, we have the Three of Pentacles. You sort of don't trust people that are around you with your feelings, with your emotions, and it's sort of closed off. And you're there, you're in the moment. You're present in the physical sense, but you're receiving signs in dealing with somebody else that has revealed something about a karma with them, perhaps a karmic debt that you have with somebody, maybe a past relationship or family. And you might not realize this is a card down in the shadow where you might not realize this, but things have been presented to you. They're there on display for you to see how to navigate to get to your higher timeline, to get to feeling better about the situation between y'all, or maybe three of y'all, that will help you along the way to not hold any resentment. Okay, so this is a collaboration card, but this is also like a not trusting the people that are around you, the people that you're working with, people you're collaborating with. This could be a work endeavor, because we have the Four of Pentacles, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so that's pretty much your energy there. With the better off not knowing, that's the way you feel. It's on the way, signifying that you are waiting for something. You're waiting for a delivery. You're waiting for a communication. You're waiting for somebody to show you their better side, if that makes sense in your story. That came out. You're waiting for someone to show you a more positive energy, or to make a choice of some kind, whether or not that's you, or whether or not that's them, or whether or not that's them choosing you for something. This does tell me that some of y'all are waiting for a job opportunity with that Three of Pentacles coming out. Things seen in a past life. Perhaps the work that you do, that you're drawn to, is something that is reminiscent from a past life. And for those of you who are not secure in what you're doing, there is some blockage that needs to be removed. Four of Pentacles, that top card. There's blockage that needs to be removed in order to step into the job or career choice, or any kind of aspiration that you know you are destined to be in. Okay? All right. So, and now we're going to go ahead and pull the other side of this deck with the Rider-Waite, or excuse me, the Radiant Wise deck. I'll pull all these cards real quick, and then we're going to see if we... Ooh, yeah, we got some cards popping out already. Oh, we got 3 cards coming out. All right, hang on. We're just going to do that with them. Okay, yeah, we got that card right there. That was the first one I picked up. Second one I picked up. All right, hang on a second. That clarifies that. And then this one's right underneath it. Okay, so that's pretty clear right there. Nothing's by coincidence. These cards are kind of sticky, but there's a reason for that too. Oh, all right, okay. Okay, 1 second. We got more energy coming out. Ooh, we got doubling down on the High Priestess. They are telling me to pull one more. Hang on a second. They're telling me to do a little bit of shuffle here. Hang on, a little bit of shuffle. Let me pull one more. Hope this is clear enough for you and your storyline. Let me know if it resonates down in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button. Keep us in the algorithm. Appreciate everybody who's been subscribing. Okay, here we go. We got 2 more cards coming out. Wow, we got a lot going on here. We got a lot going on in the future. Okay, so follow me here. Underneath the check moon or rising sign, next to the better off not knowing, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and we have the Sun card together. Okay, so there is a sense of trying to find and waiting around for that which brings you joy. Okay, we got Leo energy here. We got strong Pisces. We got Aries energy. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yep. And we don't have too many air signs. We do have the King. We do have the King of Swords here. I'll pull out in a second. Which is, I believe, all of the air signs: Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. But yeah, so with these 2 cards here, sort of like kind of like doubling down on the waiting for somebody to call you, waiting for whatever communications that you've given, or you've sown some seeds, you've put out the feelers, and you're waiting for this person to call you back. And that does apply to those of you who are currently looking for a career change, or you're not. It's telling me that you're waiting, and like maybe perhaps you haven't thought to follow up. They're telling me follow up with a job, follow up with whether or not this person is wasting your time or not. Don't feel ashamed that you need to do that, because you don't. If this person's been making you wait, then that's not where you want to be. You want to move on with your life, and then getting down. So that's how that's kind of like your approach to things, going from the closed off and wanting to kind of stay in your place, and sort of hanging on to your energy, with that Four of Pentacles and that High Priestess. And then we got the Better Off Not Knowing card leading into under the check moon rising sign. We've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Sun card. We do have Leo. We have Capricorn. You might want to check your moon and rising, or check the moon and rising of the person you're inquiring on. Okay, and so below that in the actions, we have the King of Swords and the Two of Cups. Okay. So in the future, we're talking, kind of being insecure, knowing that you need to move forward, knowing that this is going to, it's not just going to manifest itself. You have to put action into it, but being confident in moving forward, to establish whatever it is that you're trying to establish emotionally, or to satisfy your own emotions in what the unseen is what it's telling me there. And then getting down closer okay, so that was it's on the way, going from the Two of Wands to that King of Swords and Two of Cups. So that's two twos. What did I say in the beginning about seeing two twos? So somebody out there is seeing something. Oh, and don't forget that wow. I didn't notice that before. But the High Priestess is the number 2. And so we got the High Priestess, the 2, and right below that, the Two of Wands, which is another 2, and then in your future, you have the Two of Cups, okay? So that's no coincidence. We got 2 twos coming out, or we got more than 2 twos. We got a series of 2s. So some of y'all are really trying to strike a deal, so to speak, with another person, okay? This could be a divine masculine you're trying to connect with, or you're trying to reconnect with somebody, is what is also in some people's story. And then getting down closer into the shadow, we have another 2. We have doubling down on the High Priestess, and then we have the World card. So it's going to take some intuition. You're going to have to rely on your intuition. Perhaps you haven't relied on your intuition in the past. Moving forward, realizing that you have decisions to make. Let's see, we have strong Leo energy. We have like this needing, we have like this needing to touch bases, this needing to intuitively go out of your comfort zone. Okay, and for some of y'all, this is going to require actually communicating with this person, if it's a person, and actually getting on the road, or getting on the plane, so to speak, and traveling over to this person. You might have insecurities about this person, interactions with them in the past, but I'm not actually getting from this read that this person is, for those that apply, I'm not getting in this read that they are an untrustworthy person. It's you that really has the inner work to do, and for some of y'all, or from all of y'all, excuse me, in this read, that's seeing things that are seen in a past life down in the shadow. So these are things that you're not seeing. So an intuitive sign that you got. This is sort of clarifying those two cards, the High Priestess and the World card in the future. There are things that you have seen with a collaboration with this person, with the communication with this person, that sort of went over your head. And your intuition told you something, told you that you needed to move forward with this, but you ended up not doing it. But in the future, you're gonna have to sort of put faith into it. With this nine of wands, we've got strong Pisces. So you might have had a communication with a Pisces. You could be Pisces. This person in the future, if you haven't met up with somebody yet, they could be a Pisces, or they could be a Pisces. They could have a Pisces moon. They could be Pisces ascendant, and they could just be a Pisces sun. So that's what I'm getting out of this so far. We're gonna see with 20:57 on the clock. We're gonna see if we can't. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna pull some from the Oracle Ascendants and see if we can't get any more clarifications. We're gonna look for poppers, clarifications on energy approaches. Hopefully things that I can interpret intuitively without having to stop to look it up. Ooh, yeah, there we go. All right. What did I say? We got Aries energy coming out. Okay, so that's going to go at the center of the read. This could be an Aries time. This could be, we got Mars. We got Mars and Aries coming out. Okay, so these two cards are going up there. It's signifying a sense of action. So maybe there could have been like this approach, this aggressive approach, this sexual approach to whoever this was. It sort of seemed, on the surface, it seemed like it wasn't like it put up red flags. They're telling me, but in essence, this person does have a good heart. This could also be you. You could be Aries. You could have Mars. You could be Scorpio. You could have Mars in a very specific placement that kind of leaves you not trusting, and that kind of goes along both with the things not seen in a past life and the check moon and rising sign. Okay, so these are going on top of, these are going on top of, so we got, Mars and Aries on top of the not what you think and closer to the better off not knowing. So somebody's been afraid to acknowledge some sort of aggressive or sexual behavior and is sort of closed off to it, but at the same time, you're just like kind of, for some of y'all, you're stringing this person along, you're not closing the door on them. And there might be actually a reason you have not seen, that has, either, not, I don't want to say forced, but intuitively has sort of left things on the back burner. And it's worth putting some faith in to investigate a little bit more and uncovering that which was not seen in the beginning. If that makes sense to you, let me know down in the comments. All right. Okay, we got two more cards popping out. Here we go. Hang on a second. Oh, we got another card wanting to pop out. Okay, we got the Queen of Swords popping out. We're just going to throw that in the middle. Okay, we got more air signs coming out here. You could be an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We got the octagram coming out, which is a sense of power. We're just going to chalk that up with a sense of power. And since that came out along with the Queen of Swords, those are going to go together. This is a sense of power. I'm not going to pull the octagram. But we're going to call this intuitively. We're going to call this a sense of power that you have to acknowledge within yourself. Okay. A little bit of self-acknowledgement. And those High Priestess cards coming out, that you do have a lot of power. You do have a lot of intuition, and you really need to lean on that more and less on judgment. The word judgment's coming out. Whatever it is that you judged about this person, perhaps you do have a past with this person, perhaps you have children with this person, and you're sort of like not sure of what to do. Okay, but you got to give this person time, because things not seen in a past life are going to show you that whatever this karmic cycle needs to be completed, or the truth needs to be revealed on whether or not this is a divine connection. And then we got Earth coming out alongside that World card. This is getting down closer to where that World card and that High Priestess card is, going from the actions. So with that Queen of Swords and that octagram, you need to find it in yourself, the courage in yourself, to take action, and perhaps that is what's on its way, or perhaps this person is going to communicate with you, and for some of y'all's storyline, this person's going to reach out to you. We do have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords coming out, kind of clarifying a sense of having faith, but being secure in what's going to happen in the future, and just sort of going into it, just sort of putting yourself out there and seeing what there is to be communicated. Okay, if that makes sense to you. And this Earth card getting down closer into the shadow, past the actions, kind of signifying the best of both worlds is coming out with that Earth. Best of both worlds channeled message, kind of seeing the light and the dark. We do have that Two of Cups coming out. We do have the High Priestess, all those together, and the Two of Wands, kind of specifying, sort of learning your lesson, but taking the good with the bad, in all this, with the Earth being fire, air, earth, and water, the world we live in. Let's pull another one. Sort of like, not like you can take what you can get, but more like there's more to be seen in that which that might have scared you away. We live in a world of duality, and you need to take a non-dualistic approach to uncover things seen in a past life, or perhaps even this card was things that were seen in a life you were living with somebody else. Let me know if that resonates. And then we got the Chokure, or Chokuri, or whatever you want to call it, getting down closer. I am going to pull that one real quick with 27:01 on the clock. It was 27 even when I saw that. This is a Reiki symbol. The Chokure 71 can be a significant number. Maybe you were born in 1971. Perhaps you are 71 years old. I don't know. Chokure 71. We're going to read that one. Chokure. Considered to be the first base symbol in Reiki work, Chokure is also referred to as the power symbol. What did I say earlier about the octagram, the power symbol? It is the symbol given in the first degree, level 1 of Reiki. Translated, it means roughly, put all the powers of the universe here. It is most often drawn by the practitioner's own hand on each of his palms before performing a treatment. Chokure resonates strength and endurance simply by being spoken. Okay, so this goes with the it's on the way card alongside right alongside the King of Swords. So a communication, the power of communication is your best element, they're telling me right now, with that Earth, with all the signs of the Earth symbolism, and the Chokure is that communication and strength through communication is your best bet right now. Or perhaps this person in your future, you don't see this. These are things that you don't see. Getting closer to the things that you don't see, the actions you don't see, is that this person is going to communicate the better part of who they are. Take it as it resonates. We are going to pull one more, maybe even two. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, we got Venus. All right, so there's love. Things not seen in a past life. Okay, Venus. Perhaps Venus is a strong symbol in one of your houses. I'm not going to really get into it. Maybe your 12th house, 11th house, kind of giving me. This can also be a clarification that you're dealing with a Leo, or that you are a Leo. Venus is the planet of love, beauty, sensuality. I believe that's Libra and Taurus. That Earth sign did come out. You could be dealing with a Taurus. You could be a Taurus. You could be a Libra. But more or less, it's signifying that so in the bottom cards, this is what it's explained about. So you have anxiety, and you can't believe what a person's done in their past, but not really seeing in the past life that this person does have a strong sense of love in their heart that needs to be worked out. Don't just feed this person their, into their ego, but checking their moon, checking their rising, or even having them become aware of what's in their astrological chart and where perhaps Venus is in their chart might give them a sense of clarity on why the hell they act the way they do. For those that apply, they are telling me to pull this top card. It's the septagram, just sort of doubling down on the power. That's going to go with Venus, and if I was to look it up, it would probably, the septagram would probably tell us something about somewhere bridging the gap between that which cannot be seen in a person's heart or their essence. Let's say essence, their true being, and that which lies in their shadow that they've displayed to you in the past. All right, so with 31:16 on the clock, we're going to see if we can't get any more details with this bicycle deck affirmation that has a ton of affirmations in the forward and reverse. And we got to end this sooner or later because I got to call back whoever this was that was calling me. We got blowing smoke landing on the 3 of Pentacles. So these cards landing together, blowing smoke. You're kind of coming from a place in the shadow that you felt this person didn't have heart. They were just blowing smoke on you. And that 4 being 2 2s, again, coming out in the emotions, pretty significant in this read. But down in the shadows, emotionally, you are sort of you've been closed off from this person, but you don't see things that are going on from behind the scenes, things that are seen in a past life. Moving forward, that you're going to, with the seven of wands kind of clarifying, barely moving, and this seven of clubs, which is the wands, landed on the 9 of wands. Okay, so 7 and 9, 7 and or 9 or together might be significant. I'm not going to stop to do the math, but the 9 of wands is an energy card, and the 7 of clubs is also an energy, ambition, kind of like looking over your shoulder, and being triggered. Those two cards together giving me the word triggered. You're triggered by this person. You're going to continue to be triggered by this person, and you might not even, on the surface, you might not show it, but down in the shadow, it's something either they're triggered by you, something you've done, something that you have together, something that's tied you guys together, that is triggering you, that triggers action, triggers like this. The word false sense of security is coming out. Channeled message. False sense of security. Someone in this has a false sense of security, but things that are revealed from shadow work or acknowledging what's in the shadow, will give you clarity on why there's this false sense of security, that barely moving, or why things haven't been moving for you moving for you in the present moment, moving into the future. But this is telling me that there's going to be some hesitation, but let's see what these cards are telling me. Letting go. And oh shit, it's them again. Yeah, so yeah, you got to let go of that. Oh shit, it's them again. So yeah, this is also doubling down, and this landed on the blowing smoke. These two cards, we got a 5 and a 4. That's a 9, and with the 10, or excuse me, with the ace, that's a 10. So doubling down on the fact that this could be dealing with a Pisces, or this, quite a few cards clarifying that. But we also have a sense of knowing you need to move forward and not being able to in the past, collaborating with this person, talking to this person, working things out with them. For some of y'all, you do have children with this person. You felt like they were blowing smoke, and every time you see them, it's like, oh shit, it's them again. Oh shit, they're calling again. it's triggering you, and this is clarifying that you need to start over again with yourself, and you need to let go. You might need to just go ahead and be in the present moment with this person and see how they make you feel. Let me know if that makes sense to you. We are going to pull a couple more and see what happens with this bicycle deck affirmation and see what else Spirit wants to tell us. Ooh, that card did a couple pops. This person might be popping in and out of your life. That could be a masculine. They could be popping in. They could be popping in with a communication, trying to school you. But this is going to be a universal schooling. That's what that word says right there. The masculine energy taking action and or communication, trying to school a person, whoever this might be in this, with their knowledge or maybe their self-improvement. They're telling me to pull another one. There's probably another one that's going to clarify that schooling. And I'm on a slant here, so these cards are sort of just falling all to one side. But they're telling me to put this in the middle. Schooling, landing on the world and the high priestess, and another king of diamonds, which is the pentacles. So the spades is the communication and the action. Landing, no coincidence, landing near where the action cards are. And being brave about it, okay? So you might need to school this person with the truth about yourself. You might need to take a masculine approach, which is taking action. This could be them being brave and trying to come in and school you. Could be a bad thing for some, but you need to be in the present moment and see those things that were not revealed to you before, that kept you in this cycle, they're telling me, and be brave about it. In the physical sense. So we got actions and the diamonds, which is the physical, and whether or not that's money, whether or not that's you're going forward trying to school somebody in an endeavor or a job that you're taking on, or a career you're taking on. You need to be brave. You need to school people, whatever energies. You need to show your worth, is what that's telling me. We are going to pull one more, because it seems like there's something missing here. Whoa, we got two more coming out. Okay, and that's going to conclude that. These landed way over there on top of the high priestess in the other direction. Oh my god, I got cards going everywhere. High priestess, two of wands, four of pentacles, can't and won't, clarifying that four of pentacles. So somebody in all this being triggered, they can't, they won't move on from the approach that they took before, the actions that they took. And we got another actions card with a 4. We got can't face situations. So we got can't and won't, and can't face situations. So somewhere in your past, somewhere this energy, you or them, they can't seem to make the right moves. They can't seem to make the moves. But the advice to both of you in this read is to be in the present moment and to acknowledge any sort of thoughts, feelings, or emotions that come up, and you need to sit with them. Okay? For some of y'all, you're really trying to accomplish a goal or get rid of some kind of problem that's in your life. I'll just generalize like that. And the only way to do that, it's not to 38 on the clock. It's not to force it down and try to, what is that word I'm looking for? When a person tries to just simply deny themselves something. Let's just say, I really want a Coca-Cola, okay? But I've been drinking so much Coca-Cola. Maybe you have a Coca-Cola addiction, whatever. I wanted a Coca-Cola really bad because in my past I really wanted a soda, okay? And the soda is sitting there in my fridge, okay? It shouldn't be there if I have a problem with it, but it is. And so I go over to the fridge, I open it up, and I'm like, no. I can't do that. I cannot have the Coca-Cola. Let me pour it out. Every time I go to the store, I'm triggered. I want the Coca-Cola so bad, but I'm not going to do it. I'm forcing myself to not do it. That is not necessarily the approach that you should have, okay? Because when you try to force yourself, try to put force on something to not be there, it is only causing resistance to it. And causing resistance, trying to force a resistance to anything is not taking your mind off of it or becoming aware of it. You're just putting your mind onto it, and therefore you're going to attract whatever it is, this urge to get whatever, the Coca-Cola, or to get attract whatever this is, that's this bad energy that you're trying to repel. You're going to only attract what it is in the physical sense. Okay, so if it's a food addiction, if it's a drug addiction, if it's a person addiction, or the energies that you're trying to resist from somebody else and you're trying to take control of that, it's only going to manifest itself even more so, and it's going to cause you turmoil and resistance, it's going to cause you, in general sense, turmoil in your mind. Okay, but to be in the present moment with the thought or the energy, or say, let's go back to the Coca-Cola analogy, to be present in the moment and be like, oh, okay, so I have the thought that I want it, and I have the urge, I want it. Let me sit there with that. Let me just acknowledge the fact that I have that feeling, that I have that urge, that I have that trigger. Man, it's really intense. And if you give into it, you give into it. All right? There's no time frame on when you can better yourself. All right? There is no better time than the present. But at the same time, you don't want to create a resistance resistance from your essence, okay, coming out, who your true self is. You don't want to create these mental blocks by putting force onto something or resistance into something. If that makes sense, let me know down in the comments. I hope that helps you. We are going to pull one more card from the Talisman Oracle to get some advice for this overall read on being in the present moment and not resisting whatever it is that this energy that you've been resisting, that you've been in non-communication with, or maybe it's the approach to the energy you're trying to get into in the future, whatever endeavor. I wish you well on that. And what we got coming out is success. All right, so we are definitely going to read this with 42:33 on the clock when I saw that. We are going to pull success out of all this in your storyline. So you got passion. There's a rebirth to be had. You are protected. You are resilient. You can get over this, whatever this is that you're dealing with. Safe travel and success is in your future. Here we go. Reading this success card. I'm going to try to hold it there nice and still. Success. You have planted the seeds of success, and the stars are in your favor, gently guiding your way forward. Trust that through the storms and heavy rain, this seed will grow and prosper. Forget the feelings of doubt. You are about to achieve significant accomplishments, and it's been you alone who has done all the work. This is a well-deserved success, and when the victory comes, it cannot be taken away. Enjoy. The affirmation for this card, success, is, my efforts are fruitful. And I hope this read sees your efforts fruitful in the future. I appreciate you letting me read for the collective. Once again, my name is Ryan. You've been tuned into the Crosswatcher channel. I'd appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up, if you enjoyed this read, if you got something out of it, and definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. We'd love to have you. I appreciate all the new subscribers, the influx of subscribers that are making this channel possible, bringing new energies into the collective readings. Once again, thank you for letting me read for you. Namaste. I see you. I love you guys, and I want you to take care of yourself on your road to success.